said, in the past 2 years, but that there's also been development. He also said that if anyone from the party is found involved in the vandalism in President's University, they will be punished.
In the past, in the last 2 years, there's been a lot of development in Bengal across the board. And in doing all this positive development, of course, Trinamool have made 2 or 3 mistakes. And we've been here for 2 years, and the idea is, in the future, we will use these mistakes and learn from these mistakes. And the third point is that if there is violence, if there is hooliganism, well, she will not tolerate any form of hooliganism or violence. And even if Trinamool people are involved, well, that does not absolve them of the guilt.
Well, let's go across to Moni Deepa for more on that statement. Moni, Derek O'Brien's admitting that the Trinamool has made 2-3 mistakes, he says, in the past 2 years. What do you think those mistakes are?
Well, it's going to be hard to point out 2 or 3 which Derek has cited. There have been mistakes. Let's not go for a number. Right. There have been mistakes, but clearly this is something like a New Year resolution that we are seeing over here. Derek admitting for the first time, in fact, that there have been some mistakes, and then going on to talk about presidency and saying that if there is any hooliganism and anybody from Trinamool is involved in the hooliganism, action will be taken. He goes on to say that 6 or 7 people have been arrested for presidency. Fact is, 5 people were arrested. 4 are in remand. 1 has been allowed to go out on bail. Derek makes a point of pointing out that nobody has been arrested so far in the case of the attack on Amit Mitra in Delhi last week. That is something he points out. The other thing that he points out in his initial comments is that the Trinamool does not wish to have a unit, a TMCP, Chhatra Parishad unit in presidency. There is no need for a TMCP unit there. He says presidency is a center for excellence. So very interesting New Year resolution, as it were, by the Trinamool to take lesson from the 2-3 mistakes he says they have made, and make amends, learn from those mistakes in the years, and make sure that there is course correction in the years ahead. Gargi?
All right, Moni, very briefly, as far as the presidency case goes, what is happening there?
Over the weekend there was questioning of Pappu Singh, who is a guard at Presidency University. Pappu Singh had been mentioned by Partho Chatterjee as one of the people who may have instigated the violence. The entire presidency staff and students stood by Pappu Singh, who has now been sort of let off by the police. There have been no more arrests. Everybody is waiting to see what the police does about the councillor Partho Bose and the TMCP leader Tomagno Ghosh, named in an FIR filed by presidency students. Those people have not been arrested as yet.
All right, Moni, thanks so much for joining us with that.